Before Valentine's Day became a celebration of love and romance, there was Lupercalia, an ancient Roman festival filled with wild rituals, sacrifices, and even a bizarre matchmaking lottery. What exactly happened during Lupercalia? And how did this chaotic festival evolve into the modern Valentine's Day? Let's dive into history. Lupercalia was celebrated annually on February 15th in honor of Lupercus, the Roman god of fertility and shepherds, and Faunus, the god of agriculture and wild nature. It also paid tribute to Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of Rome, at the Lupercal cave on Palatine Hill, where they were said to have been nursed by a she-wolf. But what made Lupercalia so wild? It was a festival of purification, fertility, and, well, a bit of chaos. The festival began with a rather gruesome sacrifice. Priests, known as the Luperci, gathered at the Lupercal cave and sacrificed goats, symbolizing fertility, and a dog representing purification. But that was just the beginning. The Luperci would then smear the sacrificial blood onto their foreheads and wipe it off with milk-soaked wool, and then came the most famous part of the festival, the running of the Luperci. After the sacrifices, the Luperci cut the goat's hide into strips called februa, the very word from which February originates. Then they ran nearly naked through the streets of Rome, whipping women with these strips. Sounds strange, right? But in ancient Rome, women wanted to be whipped because they believed it would increase their fertility and ensure a smooth childbirth. But Lupercalia wasn't just about fertility. It had a matchmaking element too. During the festival, young women would write their names on slips of paper and place them into a jar. Men would then draw a name at random, and the chosen woman would become their partner for the duration of the festival, or longer. Many of these pairings actually led to real relationships and even marriage. So in a way, Lupercalia was Rome's version of a dating app, just with a little more blood and sacrifice. But if Lupercalia was so wild, how did we go from this primal celebration to the sweet and romantic Valentine's Day we know today? By the late 5th century AD, Pope Gelasius I decided that the festival was too pagan and banned it. Instead, he replaced it with St. Valentine's Day on February 14th, honoring a Christian martyr named Valentine. St. Valentine was believed to be a priest who secretly performed marriages for soldiers, defying Emperor Claudius II's orders. When he was caught, he was executed on February 14th. Legend says before his death, he wrote a letter to a young girl, signing it "From your Valentine." And just like that, a festival of wild rituals transformed into a day of love and devotion. And that's why Valentine's Day is filled with love, romance, and the color red. The red we associate with love today might actually come from the blood sacrifices of Lupercalia. From wild fertility rites to love letters and chocolates, history truly has a fascinating way of transforming traditions. Valentine's Day as we know it has a past far wilder than we imagine, rooted in ancient rituals of sacrifice, fertility, and fate. If you found this journey through history fascinating, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's so much more to uncover about the unexpected origins of our modern traditions, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.